Imagine working so hard throughout the year to manage your business. You're paying your expenses very diligently and religiously, from the employees to rent to suppliers. And at the end of the year, you file the income tax returns as is required of you. But then, boom, KRA disallows a significant portion of the expenses that you have claimed. And that what means is that you are supposed to pay more taxes. But you ask why, and the reason is that you did not comply with the new directives that KRA have issued in terms of expenses. It is good to know that beginning 2026, KRA will be cross-checking the expenses that you have provided them when preparing for income tax returns. And if there's even a single expense that is not supported by ETIMS receipts, withholding tax certificates, or import documentation, that expense will be disallowed. So in simple language, if you bought stock from a supplier who did not issue you with an ETIMS receipt, forget about claiming that expense. If you had hired a contractor and you paid them without withholding taxes before paying them, again, my friend, forget about claiming that expense. And in the event that you imported some goods and you used a consolidated cargo, and this person who imported goods for you from abroad, they used their own PIN to claim or to pay for the customs duties and VAT at the port of entry. Again, forget about claiming that expense because you have no way to justify or to give evidence that you actually incurred that. It is very sad that at the end of 2025, when we are beginning 2026, most businesses will face additional tax assessments from KRA because they will have filed taxes and they will have claimed expenses that KRA will automatically disallow. Remember, today, KRA system is very efficient. It is able to reconcile and to compare your invoices with your import documents and also bank statements. So your documents have to be complete and they must be able to tell a story. But if your documents are inaccurate, KRA will automatically determine what is the taxable profit that you should work with. And the results will not be in your favor. KRA will always give or require you to pay more taxes. And it is your responsibility to defend yourself by having proper records. It is very unfortunate that most businesses, they are not taking this matter seriously. And therefore, for them, it is a time bomb. Now, what should you do to avoid this drama at the end of this year? Number one, ensure that you adopt ETIMS in your business. That every other purchase that you are making, always demand that you are given an ETIMS compliant receipt. If you go to the petrol station, ask that station attendant to give you an ETIMS receipt. And by the time they are giving you, ensure that you provide them with your KRA PIN so that they can include that KRA PIN in that receipt. And once that is done, by the time you are making the payment, that transaction will already be transmitted to KRA. And at the end of the year, KRA will graciously tell you that, yes, we understand you bought fuel worth this amount of money because it went through the ETIMS. Number two, when you are paying contractors and consultants, ensure that you retain 5% withholding taxes and you remit that one to KRA. When you do that, KRA will understand that you have incurred a valid expense because you complied with the law. You are required to retain withholding taxes and remit it to KRA before you pay the contractors. So that's a tick for you. And number three, to avoid this drama at the end of the year that can cost your business so much, ensure that you prepare proper documentation. Keep proper records so that in case of anything, you can be able to prove. Because in this era, it is not just about filing. It's about proof. And the only way to prove is when you are compliant with ETIMS, you issue withholding tax certificates where necessary, and when you're importing, ensure that you import using your PIN. Because if you don't do that, then what you are facing could be so catastrophic to your business. So be proactive, be compliant, and protect your business before KRA does it for you.